Do you think Kempton will suit Gerri Colombe? Well, it's a funny one. I've been thinking about this and I was tweeting about it the other day as well, and it's something that I talk about quite often, pretty much on an annual basis when it comes to Kempton. It is, a less demanding 3 miles than a lot of places, but it is still 3 miles. There's no getting around the trip. It's still a 3 mile distance that they have to go. Now, there's an awful lot of horses over the years that were supposed to stay in the Gold Cup, but didn't get home. 2 milers, 2 mile 4 horses that tried to step up in distance, and they just didn't stay. Stamina is, for me, the most important factor in all of horse racing. All of horse racing. I don't think there's, speed is important, jumping's important, jockey's important, trainer form is important, your ability to handle the ground is important. There's lots of different factors that are all, you have to give them all their due. But if you don't stay, if you don't have the stamina, you're not going to win the race. And quite often in the real heat of battle, in the final half a furlong, where it really matters, up the Cheltenham Hill, over the last at Kempton, in the final furlong of any race, even a 7 furlong race around around Lingfield on the all-weather, stamina is the number one. You have to get home. You have to really hit the line. And if you're not finishing off your races, you're not going to win. Now, that brings me on to Gerri Colombe. Sure, he's a very strong staying horse, and it does look like the Gold Cup trip around 3 miles 2 around Cheltenham will be more his cup of tea. But look at the flip side of it. Look at what he did last time out at Down Royal. This was his first attempt in open company against proper grown-up chasers. Now, Conflated is a Grade 1 winning 3 miler at the top level. Envoy Elen needs no introduction. He's a multiple Grade 1 winner, a 2-time Cheltenham Festival winner, a Ryanair Chase winner, a proper speedy 3 miler. And you could even call Conflated a speedy 3 miler. It was Gerri Colombe's first run. They went no pace at all, and he still beat them. So there is that side to it too, that was his first effort, first time out, so you'd expect him to improve a lot. And he beat 2 legitimately top-class Grade 1 horses under conditions that would not have been ideal for him, and they didn't go a particularly strong pace either. If he can go the trip, you say, I can't see him being able to travel at the fast tempo personally. Well, any championship race at the Cheltenham Festival goes at a strong pace, and he was well able to keep up last year. He was unlucky not to win the Brown Advisory, as we know. So he is a proper horse, and I just think that, if he comes over and the ground is soft, it looks like everywhere is going to be soft, at least soft. And for us, we need a week or 10 days with no rain at all for the ground to kind of level out a bit. And the ground will still be soft, I think, at Kempton on St. Stephen's Day, Boxing Day. But yeah, if he can, I think if Gerri Colombe is still on their coattails and he's jumped nicely and he's within 4 or 5 lengths of them as they turn for home, or even 7 or 8 lengths, he's going to be there or thereabouts at the finish. He's going to keep finding. The stamina will kick in. Then it's just a case of whether or not he's as good as Brave Man's Game and Shishkin and whoever else is there, L'Empresse at the finish. A lot of it comes down to jockeyship, your ability to jump on the day. So all of these things come into it. But do I think... I completely disagree with the notion that a horse like Gerri Colombe can't handle Kempton, and I completely disagree with the notion that it's a soft 3 miles and that it's an easy 3 miles. I've seen too many horses not get home in a King George. It's a proper test, and you need a real top class staying chaser to win the race, and Gerri Colombe could be that. So I think he'll be all right at Kempton. If he can jump around the first circuit and not get taken off his feet, as you allude to, which I don't think he will. I think he's going to be right there, really involved in the finish. Yeah, so it's an exciting race as always. As usual, we need to see what turns up, what the ground is like, what the final field is saying. I'm still not sure if I'm going to have a bet. Probably a 20 or 30% chance of me having a bet in the race. Pretty unlikely. It's unlikely that there will be an edge in the race. Bottom line, the bookies are likely to have the prices right. And, I'm just a fan of horse racing, so I'll sit back and watch and really enjoy it without a bet, to be honest. But anyway, that's my take on Gerri.